ghostly horde approached the castle gates as a ruinous multitude of malice, but the king was prepared. For the blue wizard had warned him. There will be danger, and there will be crossbows.
La 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 la
Whoa. Stop.
What the hell? I felt joy down in my heart.
That was not in the sheet music. You threw off the entire orchestration.
We have to start over now, man.
What the hell, dude? I was just about time for my flute solo. My a cappella flute solo I do with my mouth and no flute. What do you have to say for yourself?
I know. I felt music in me and it had to come out.
Look, Blarney, you're not meant for organized music. If you want to do your weird feeling your music out, why don't you go to some jazz club open mic night and be discovered by some big shot talent agent and strike it big and leave us in the dust for a promising future in the music industry?
If I knew it was that easy, I would have done that first.
Well, now's your chance because you're out of the orchestra. You're done. You're out of the a cappella orchestra.
All right, fine. I'm leaving, but this isn't the last you'll hear of Blarney.
Thank God he's gone. Let's hear that a cappella flute solo, shall we?
Wait a second. Was all of that you said just now about having a successful career very easily by just going to an open mic night at a jazz club? Is that all true?
Well, here and there. Listen, I didn't want to admit this to you, but sure, musicians are generally underpaid, but you guys should be making more than $10 a night for singing in an a cappella orchestra, right? You all know that, right? That this is not that great of a gig. No one else lets me do my a cappella flute solo, man. So I don't know. Just $10 I didn't have before.
My needs are pretty simple. This is all I really have to have. I don't like taking advantage of people, so, it seemed pretty fair.
Yeah, when I go to open mic night, I generally just like to sit down and have a drink and relax and not feel the pressure to perform. Okay, well, you seem like you're not satisfied here. The rest of them are. Tomas, why don't you just get the hell out of here and join Blarney at the open mic night? Because this is for only people with no doubts and no ambitions.
Well, I guess I'm leaving unless anyone wants to try to persuade me to stay.
Tomas, wait. Could you just, on your way out, could you double check the door? Sometimes it doesn't fully lock behind you. I just wanted to make sure that it's shut because it's an automatic timed lock.
Are hopes and dreams something that we should all be having?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's take a 10. It's open mic night at the jazz club. Let's hear it for the open mic artists. Come on. Yeah. All right. Bring the noise.
Thank you all. My name is Tomas. And
all right. All yours.
I believe my next number speaks for itself. La 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 la. I have 32 measures of rest.
Oh, and the light is going. That means, Tomas, you got to wrap things up here.
We're almost there. La la.
All
right. It was a dream come true.
Whew. Sorry, guys. Some of them are going to be stinkers. That's why it's called open mic night. Hey, Tomas, over here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm James Manswell. I'm a professional record producer.
Of course I know who you are, James Manswell.
Listen, I just heard you sing up there, and I own this club. If you're going to head out, which I assume you are because you just got embarrassed, could you just check the front door and make sure that it's locked on your way out? Because there's an automatic lock system. I just want to check that. Also, I want to tell you, this probably isn't for you, man. That was really hard to listen to.
Okay, I appreciate your candor.
Wait, Tomas, don't go. I just want to say, don't forget about the lock thing, okay?
Didn't forget about the fucking lock.
Okay, great. See ya. All right, well, we got our next guy up here. His name is Blarney, like the stone in Ireland, apparently.
I was named after a rock.
All right, Blarney. You're also going to be doing, it looks like, a cappella freeform jazz.
You said that like it's a bad thing.
No, we're all really excited because after this, we got to listen to 3 stand-up comedians before we get more music. So hopefully you're not as bad as the last guy. Take it away. Holy shit. That was amazing, man.
I have 32 measures of rest.
Whoa. We don't even need to hear the rest. It's so good. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Boy, guys, it doesn't get better than that. Cancel the stand-up comedians. That's the end of open mic night. This guy just took the whole thing home. My name is James Manswell. I'm a professional record producer.
Of course I know you, James Manswell. You're a legend.
Kid, I want to make you a star.
Mom, something fantastic happened to me today while I was out.
What's that, son?
I am gonna be a star, and I can finally pay for those treatments you've been needing.
You gonna pay for my kidney stones, son? With your music?
You're not gonna have to any longer lay in your bed writhing around in agony.
My son, that's what I do all night. That means a lot to me.
You've been doing that since I was a small child. Obliterated and debilitated by the things that are coagulating in your renal system.
Well, I'm sorry that your mother, who raised you by herself, was not able to provide for you and give you everything you wanted because I was writhed around in physical agony the entire time I was trying to parent you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too, that you were held hostage by a condition through no fault of your own that could have been solved with even the most basic medical attention.
Well, son, it's all right now because now you're going to hit it big and you're going to save your poor old mother. Oh, no. The kidney stones, they've gotten worse. Oh, no, the tragic timing of it all. I don't have much longer. Son, promise me this. You will name your second album My Mama's Kidney Stones.
Oh, Mama, I blame that jazz orchestra teacher. Why? Why did he not send me out yesterday? I will revenge you, my mother. I will get revenge on that teacher. Today, I graduated from door repair school.
I knew you could do it, Tomas. But of course, now that you've proved you can make it on your own, I have to kick you out of this home. You're just really annoying and hard to be around. I'm sorry that your mother has to say that to you, but I've been waiting for this opportunity to finally get you out of my life.
What was going to be my happiest day of all time has instead taken a sharp right turn.
No, Tomas, don't see this as a bad thing. I'm making you lift yourself up by your bootstraps, as they say on Fox News, which I watch.
My emotions at this moment can be expressed only in a song. La 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 la.
Well, Blarney, the first album was a smash hit. You're an international superstar. Now, you can make any demands on us you want for the second one. I suppose we should start by talking about the title.
That's a good place to start. I would like to Name it after my dear departed mother, who I should have told somebody about. That's an issue I'm going to have to deal with eventually.
Did you forget her when you struck a big and left her dead in your house?
That's okay. So we did talk about this before. I wasn't sure if I had just dreamed that.
No, I just was assuming this happens to every artist I take on at the studio is they forget their parents who then die in the house. And I actually have a full-time staff member who just goes to houses and removes corpses that are decades old.
That is so good to know. It is good to know that I will face no consequences for my lapse in memory.
Great. Tomas, come here for a second.
Yes, boss.
Blarney, this is Tomas. He's my corpse delivery guy. He got
Blarney!
kicked out.
I'm sorry, have we met? Yes, we were in school together. We were in this same sort of like orchestra band choir thing. You know, it was that weird place where we all sang. If you were in that choir, then I got no use for you. They kicked me out. They did not help me at all, and no one even reached out to see if I was all right, which I was not. I was kicked out that same day. Yeah, we talked on the way out. We had a conversation about our luck. I'm sorry, man. I do not remember you at all.
You share a history with one of my biggest stars. I might be able to use this.
I know all the dirt. I know all of Blarney's secrets. That is literally impossible. I have no secrets. There is nothing that I have to hide, except for the corpse of a mother, which is being taken care of.
I'll send somebody else on it, Tomas. I've got something else for you. All right, you two, lean in and listen close. Now, bear with me because this is a lot of plot we have to get through. So, that a cappella orchestra that you both used to sing at, right? They just applied for a grant from a local arts nonprofit. They're currently seeking people to be on the grant panel. If that grant doesn't come through, as it has for the last 20 years, that a cappella orchestra is done. Now, it is a public grant panel, so the orchestra leader will be in the room watching the grant panel decisions being made as the grant panel deliberates. Now, I have sway. I could get both of you into that grant panel, being 2 of the 3 voting members. You could effectively kill the grant, therefore dooming that orchestra leader to failure.
Yes.
That is, of course, if you're interested in revenge. This grant panel, business as usual, I'm going to moderate. The 3 of you are making all the decisions about funding. The first, and everybody, I know you're all watching above here, anxiously waiting to see if your nonprofit arts organizations are going to be funded or not. But please be quiet. You do not influence any of the decisions. And if any of you talk, you will be removed from the facility. Understood? Let's just, introduce the panel. Go ahead in order.
Internationally renowned recording artist Blarney.
It is an honor to have you.
Thank you. My name is Tomas. I am a failed door repairman, and I am here for revenge purposes.
Wait a second. Moderator, those 2 used to be in my a cappella choir. They're not going to be impartial. I fired both of those 2. They were both horrible failures, and I fired them. I'm sorry, did I just hear somebody talk in the audience? Did I not say you cannot talk if you're in the audience?
I heard you say that. For
Okay.
sure, man, you said don't talk. That was something you specifically said.
But we have a $1 million grant at stake. If we don't get that, my whole organization will crumble and my career will be ruined. I haven't been able to introduce myself. And even though I'm not integral to the plot at hand, I am the 3rd member of the voting panel. My name is Ann Jenkins, and I have a doctorate in musicology. Great. And yeah, if you could not be another character we have to focus on, that would be excellent. All right. Well, the first application.
I don't know, man. Is it really cool to have the only female character introduced so far and then immediately silence her?
And you didn't even ask me if I had a tragic backstory. And buckle up, fuckos, because I have a tragic ass backstory. When I was young, I applied to Harvard. I'm sorry, we do have to get to the application. This is gonna take a little while. The person at the time who was the chair reviewing my application was that choir master. He denied, and I had to go to Cornell instead. Who goes to Cornell for music? Oh, wow. So you all three have a grudge on that choir master whose application we're about to discuss.
Although I do have to say that going to Cornell is not so bad. I mean, as far as schools go, that's a pretty good school. You still have to have a fair amount of money and privilege to be able to attend that institution.
Well, Tomas, no offense, but you, as the biggest failure of these three, don't really have a place to speak about which schools are worthwhile and which aren't, do you? Anyway, so am I relevant enough? Can the woman on the panel actually be important? Is that okay, or is that going to shatter your fragile patriarchal male power structures? Guys, don't be like that. Fine, everyone's equally important. All right, in this all-white panel that we've assembled, everybody's equally important.
Look, one giant societal problem at a time.
And I'm sorry, is this a revenge story, or now all of a sudden there's this like satire against power structures and privilege? Look, it can be both. It can be both. Everybody, calm down.
Really, the tale of making sure that all people have an equal voice should be told in all stories everywhere. If it's not said explicitly, then it's said implicitly. And we were implicitly denying the voices of women before this. Shut up, man. You're right, but shut up.
I'd just like to say, before you all enact your revenge upon me, the a cappella choir, which I kicked you, two white dudes out of, is 80% BIPOC. So do keep that in mind. You were two of my only white male cisgender members of the choir. So I want that to be said before you all destroy my life. I guess you two didn't like look around the choir you were part of because you were so comfortable with your own privilege and you didn't really see that he was actually assembling a really diverse group of people.
Look, the main thing, sure, he gathered all of these different people into the choir, but who did he give the solos to? Who got the leads?
It was you two, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe that was his test. Maybe he did that in order to make you realize that it's not about solos in an a cappella orchestra. It's about blending in. And he knew that you two, as the problematic white men in the group, would exert your privilege, steal more oxygen than you were due, and that's why he kicked you out.
Wait a second. Is it possible that we are not the protagonists of this story? Are we the bad guys? Oh, God. Did I just get what was coming to me the whole time?
I'm supposed to be impartial, but it sounds like you guys are the bad guys, because didn't you then just run off to an open mic night where you had no business performing and do something off style and think that you deserved time in front of a crowd that just wanted to sit back and relax and listen to qualified performers?
We essentially threw a giant hissy fit and then made other people listen to what we had to say.
This is getting really messy. You see? So maybe we should go ahead with the grant, right? Because it turns out I'm actually kind of the good guy in a plot twist here. All right, we got to do it. $1 million for the a cappella orchestra. Thumbs up or thumbs down vote. Go ahead.
I have to give it to him. I have to. I promised my mama I would not. Well, that's revenge.
It's 2 against 1. The a cappella choir gets a $1 million grant in order to, I didn't look at the application, promote a white nationalist agenda through a cappella music. Shit, we should have reviewed this.
Oh, double plot twist.